Hey guys, welcome to Desert King's Falconry, and today I have Romeo with me. Romeo's I think, one of our prettiest birds that we have. He's got such a cool tail pattern. Well, I need to work with him today. We're putting pretty much all new equipment on him and thought this would be a really fun opportunity to show you guys just putting on the new equipment and share some common myths or misconceptions that surround birds of prey and falconry. All right, so let's get into it, and hopefully he's not too upset about the whole process. So there are a lot of myths surrounding animals and falconry, birds of prey especially, just because not a whole lot of people work with them. I'm around them every day, so I'm used to these, typical facts that I hear all the time, or I'm used to observing their behavior in real life and realizing that they aren't quite what the general public thinks they are. But the most common misconception that I end up getting is, oh, your bird brings the food they catch back to you. I wish this were actually true, but they aren't really retrievers. So most of the time when our birds of prey catch something, they're going to fly over, grab the thing they caught, and they're just going to bring it right down to the ground. And all they're going to do is just sit there and either eat whatever they caught, or in some cases they won't eat at all, and they're just waiting on us to, come to them so that we can give them a reward. The next one I hear a lot is that we have to starve our birds in order to get them to, come back or hunt with us. That's just a misconception. I think there's just an understanding on what we do when it comes to weight management. So we do reduce the weight on our bird. We lower their weight, but in no way are we just refusing food outright. They're eating something every single day. It's just not at the max amounts. That way we can get them to a proper healthy weight. You can kind of think of it like an athlete. Somebody who runs the 100-meter dash shouldn't be 5'5" and 200 pounds. It's just not a healthy weight to be for that sort of activity that they're trying to perform. Our birds are athletes, and we need them at a healthy weight where they're going to be able to fly at their best. And we go hunt, have them catch pigeons, and that's how they earn their food for the day. There we go, fits nicely. The next misconception is that in order for us to have a relationship with our birds, that we need to imprint them, which is basically just having them as a baby and raising them up from when they're a tiny hatchling. Again, that one's also just not true. This bird here, Romeo, we got him when he was 16 weeks old. Now, to the normal person that sounds young, oh yeah, that's definitely a baby bird. Not exactly. They are full grown, fully feathered, and flying around by 65 days. And most of them can fly pretty well at this point. We get this particular species that old because they learn a lot of social behaviors from their parents. This is a very social species, and it just happens to be one of those species that does a lot better as an older bird when you start to work with them. Now, there are some species that do better as imprints. Paragon falcons are one of them. Paragons do great as imprints. Goshawks are commonly imprinted. Oops, because I'm talking so much while we're making this, I made a little mistake. This ring is supposed to go above this anklet, so I'm going to take this anklet off and fix that. There we go. There we go, see? All better now. The last myth is their ability to carry. Sometimes people think that these hawks can carry away their dogs or carry off, like their child. I've actually had somebody where they were concerned that my hawk might grab and carry their child. And it is so darn impossible or difficult for these birds to carry something that large that they just literally can't do it. And so if you are one of those individuals concerned that your hawk is going to carry away your dog, that your hawk is going to carry away your child, you don't have to worry. These birds can really only lift about a third of their own weight. The only time I'd really be concerned about birds of prey is if you've got an animal in your backyard that is a natural prey item. So if you've got small rabbits in your yard that you keep as pets, yes, those can become victim to predation from the hawks in your neighborhood. But as for, your dog or your cat, don't worry, Karen, your poodle is safe. All we got to do is cut off that old equipment. Step up for me. There we go. All right, well, Luca's got all of his new equipment, brand new anklets, brand new jesses, and a brand new backpack, and that backpack is fitting on him nicely. So he's ready to go for the season. Hopefully you guys learned a few things with sharing kind of the common myths I've personally run into. And this was just a really fun video to make, to talk about those common myths and misconceptions. Again, we are an abatement company. We use our birds of prey for pigeon removal services. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.